Okay, we're gonna be watching Reisender, who is playing Anna. This is Diamond 1 on New Queen Street. I think this is PC, would be my guess. Trying to reach Masters of Anna. Here's a game I lost on Queen Street. I feel like I messed up a lot. What should I have done better? Is my healing focus good? My positioning awareness? How should I handle games like these against Pharmacy? So I pre-watched the first few minutes of this. I think overall, I think your aim looks good. I think your APM looks good, right? Actions per minute just constantly being active is pretty good. Your nading instinct to keep yourself alive is good. The biggest problem I've seen is kind of like your positioning puts you like overextended and your retreat paths, and I think that's kind of problematic. But I think we'll see a bunch more as we go through the game. So watching this play out, you see Farmer C right away. You light up the Pharaoh, which is good, right? Accuracy is good. You nade yourself to stay alive, which is understandable. Then you step here. I think one thing is I don't want to play here. I want to go wide of this barrier and play here. The reason being is that right here is actually pretty vulnerable. They actually have line of sight to you right there. So versus playing over here, they don't have line of sight, and I can swing this way to then go and continue healing my tank, right? My tank should not instantly die here. If they do, like I just got here, right? If I'm Anna, I literally just got to this corner. If my tank dies, that's on them. So I would swing wide to this corner, and you're gonna see why this is relevant in a second. So you start healing, right? Your Zen's in front of you lit. So I would finish healing the Zen, right? Again, your tank can survive without healing for a second. Your other support definitely needs help. You should heal, and then you end up getting lit here and die. Well, actually, let's play this out. Healing the tank again. You see your Zen's critical. One dart is not enough to keep your Zen up to full. We can see your top left Zen are still missing 75 health. You should have gotten that second dart into him. You miss it. Then you nade, right? Too late. You've already lost Zen. Your Winston's low. And then you're forced to retreat from this position. So watching this again, and this is really important, right? Once you hit like Masters, small positioning mistakes get super punished. So if we look at where you are, you see the explosions? Because the Sigma's playing in choke. Okay, he's just playing choke, shooting down stairwell, and you playing here is going to result in this spam going in, hitting the Zen. Now you're there, and see now you're eating that spam, which is making you nervous and throwing off your aim. Now you eat more spam, and now you're nearly dead, and you force to grenade yourself instead of grenading the opposing team, which is pretty much always a bad thing. And then you're going to get lit up and die. So playing here would have been better, right? Even taking the time to go high ground and then rotate across would have been safer. I think you have some options here versus playing straight in line of sight of the stair. But still, lost fight, whatever it is, what it is, you're going to make a second mistake right now, which is, hey, they're pushing into our team. We don't have Zen. Everyone's low. The correct option is to retreat through stairs. Retreating through road is so dangerous, especially with Pharmacy, because they can just shoot you down as you're running. You were very lucky to not die here. Again, you see Ferris gonna fly over. You lost Tracer here. They're chasing you down. Ferris trying to chase you now. You get low. Ferris still chasing you, which is the correct call. She's gonna rocket, and then you're dead. So you would have survived if you just went this way, right? So that's a huge difference, and now you get massively staggered. You basically die like 15 seconds after you should have, which bleeds a ton of time off the clock. That little thing almost costs you like the game, effectively, because that means that they're able to push the robot all the way to the forward spawn before your team is able to contest this, which means they're going to get forward spawn for the next fight, which puts you in a really, really bad position. So it seems like not a big mistake, but it's actually a massive mistake. Right now, I would not be pocketing my Pharah, right? Because the Mercy's already pocketing Pharah, so I don't have to worry about it. I would just pump damage into their Pharah, who is not being healed at this moment in time. Right? You see the beam is broken. Now's a good time to attack the Pharah. Right? Going for Sleep Dart, not such a high value Sleep Dart, because, again, if the Pharah does go down, no one's going to kill the Pharah instantly with the whole team alive. So I would probably just try to shoot her out of the air. Eve gets low. See, D.Va is your job to heal. You do end up grenading here, and then this again is a small thing but kind of a big thing. So you go to the left even though there's no reason to believe that you're going to the left right now. So going to the left is a passive position, going to the right is an aggressive position. Why would you be taking a passive position when your team has all 5 people just came out of spawn on high ground trying to contest forward spawn? You should be going to the right to maintain LOS. And you're going to see, you're going to go to the left here, maybe because you think the D.Va is going to hide to the left, but there's nowhere for the D.Va to hide. Like, I just know logically, the D.Va is not going to stay here. There's nowhere for her to go. So I would keep rotating to the right to maintain LOS. I don't even know why the D.Va did that. Like, it's kind of a weird move on her part. And you see how you lose basically 2 darts worth of healing right now? I would say more like 4 darts worth of healing. So that's like 300 health that the D.Va should have right now if you just gone to the right of the block. Again, no reason to go to the left. Like this is aggression. Like we have to fight and we have to win this, especially after we just got a kill. You should be healing. Now, because you generally aren't keeping up with the fight, you see your Pharah is going to get low. Right? This is a healable situation. She's not being healed by your Mercy right now, so that is definitely a healable situation for you. You could have saved her. I don't know what the Mercy's doing, but is what it is. You're going to push into this. This is pretty gutsy. I don't necessarily disagree with this because it actually is going to work out in your favor because your team really needs to have a real contest, right? Like you're continually not actually contesting, but part of that's because you're not cranking out enough healing because you're just LOSing your own team. It's very, very important. I would not fret about it. I would not bother staying with D.Va. I would just stay on cart. Well, I need somebody on cart. If we're just going to stay on cart, that's fine. I can leave. But one of you needs to be on cart. If you don't move the cart here, everything's going to be moot. That's your D.Va's fault for losing back here. But I would say that if you confirm Mercy is on the cart, you could have wrapped this way quickly. But you basically do that as soon as possible. I would say this is more on your D.Va than anything else. It's really D.Va's job to not die there. I don't know that's a super high value sleep, but it's not the worst sleep either. I would not have cut to the right. So soldier's here, you know they're going to shoot the soldier. Why would you walk into the soldier right now to eat that spam? Again, little mistakes like that are going to get super punished when you go to Masters. Okay, so you're going to kind of lose track of the situation. You're down your D.Va mech already, so I'm expecting to play passive here, which is another reason why you should have gone this way, right? Passive route, this way. Aggressive route, this way. I don't have D.Va mech right now, so it's effectively 4 and 5. I should take the passive route to go all on the outside. Passive route over here would have kept me over here, right? Blah, blah, blah. I rotate. And right here, I chuck nade, right? Just chucking nade against the wall of the bus would have worked. Would have been really big, and then try to kill the Pharah. Because it's unlikely, based on positioning, that I can save the soldier right now, right? Because the soldier's going to run around the corner. It's going to take me too long to rotate because of the planter position. So I think just throwing nade and trying to two-shot the Pharah would be a better call. I would reload right now. Bears in aggressively, right? Oh, those are bad misses. Those are really bad misses. Okay, this is a moment where like you can scope, right? One shot here, take the risk. Scope, kill her. Right? One shot here, kills her. But miss, 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 miss. That's 0 for 4 and then a missed sleep dart. In a critical moment where the Pharah is going in a straight line is right next to you is no good. I would say at high diamond, low masters, I don't think you can miss that. That's not gonna help. that's really gonna hurt you. You're gonna reset again. Again, I don't think the pharmacy specifically is the issue here, right? It's not like, oh, the pharmacy is like oppressive. You're just having trouble finding ways to contribute to the fights, and you're also having trouble landing nades on enemies is a big deal. So right now, you're going to see Mercy's going to float up in the air. She doesn't have Guardian Angel right now. She has nobody else to heal her. Just shoot her, right? Just from right here, aim, 1, 2, 3, dead. Right? You can kill her before she can basically do anything in this situation. Yeah, her GA is still being active right now, right? Right now, and now she's another 2 seconds. That's more than enough time for you to have killed her. The correct call here would have been to punish this Mercy right away for GAing in front of you. You should go for the kill right now. You're playing pretty far forward, but it's fine, right? They can't kill you. Kill the Mercy right now, right? Sigma on you. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, if Sigma's going to land on you like that, what are you going to do about it? Like, you know, you have no cooldowns. But this is a good reason why also holding sleep is a good idea, right? I don't like that sleep. I think it's just a lot more consistent to just simply shoot her out of the air. But that means when you get lifted and then dropped right now, imagine that you have sleep for the Sigma as he drops in your face, right? You dodge the rock, sleep him right now, and then you live. So don't waste sleeps, right? It's okay to hold sleep for 30, 40, 50 seconds. Just because you could have fired 4 sleeps doesn't mean it's worth it to shoot it, right? You could also have used sleep to interrupt flux, right? Right here, you could have used sleep right now, just to the left of him, to interrupt it, and then prevent yourself from getting dropped and killed. Right? Good Anas reserve sleep for when it's truly needed, and then they hit those sleep darts. Right? Don't just spam it just because you're like, oh, maybe I can hit this tank, maybe I can hit this Mercy. They're not high values. The good nade, So one thing is, don't wait to see if your nade lands, right? Chuck the nade and immediately see how you're waiting right now. You're like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna land. Just start doing stuff. Just shoot him, right? Chuck the nade, immediately shoot, 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 right? Don't wait. So soldier's gonna get 2. So missing that dart, missing 2 darts there is critical. Either one of those darts would have saved your Pharaoh from being one shot. And at this point, this fight's lost. You should just die. Yeah, I think trying to stay alive here is a mistake. Maybe you can trade for the Mercy. No. Yeah, you're staggering yourself a lot, pretty consistently. When the fight's over, the fight's over. I don't know that you needed that nade. I know the soldier looks low, but like he's not even critical right now, and so he's still not one-shottable. Right now, I can tell that he's not one-shottable. So even if this is a direct, right, at 120 damage, unless I mean she could be damage boosted, but like it doesn't feel like I would need nade there. I would just shoot him. So not having nade right now is a big deal. Your continued jumping slows your ability to react to this. So you see how you jump backwards, which prevents you from immediately walking forwards with this soldier. So stop jumping so much because it slows your ability to react to changes of motion. Because you should be here right now, not here. And again, little differences add up as you start climbing to higher ranks. You're going to nano visor here, which I think is reasonable, right? Because this is, yeah, 5 people right now. Yep, great. So accuracy is starting to really drop now. It's funny because I said your accuracy is fine, but actually now that I look at more gameplay, your accuracy is not fine. So watch out here. That's off. Right? That's off. That's like way off. Right? You finally get that, but he's already purpled. Now you're trying to heal your Risa. You should notice that somebody was shooting from the left. That Pharah is your job to kill right now. You know, like the soldier's already purple, so he's not going to die. The Orisa's plenty of health right now. Like, for tank, has plenty of health. These 2 people are not going to kill her. You should just kill the Pharah right now. She's a free kill, right? 1, 2, 3 on the Pharah, and then she's dead. Yep, great. She staggers herself. So, I don't know why I moved to the left, right? Stay main and heal the soldier. So you're like continually breaking LOS of your team unnecessarily, and I'm not really sure why you do it either. Like I feel like you thought the soldier was going to run to the left, but regardless, the soldier's still in LOS up here, right? Like right here, just turn and heal him. I don't know why you're swinging. Oh, because you're like worried about this window. I mean, you're safe here, right? They can't see you unless they step out the window anyway, and if they step out the window, you're still going to be under attack. Then this happens. Soldier dies, right? Again, easily savable. You missed the sleep on the point blank doom. That's unacceptable. At Masters, this is a 100% sleep dart. Nobody at Masters will ever miss this sleep dart. I mean, to be fair, I guess he's getting bumped a little bit, but like even then, I think that you aim center body mass and you don't miss that. So Rocket Barrage is up. You're still healing your Orisa instead of trying to do anything else practical, like for example, healing your Pharah or killing their Pharah or killing their Mercy. Right? You see how slow you are to react to like what's happening? Let's run this back, okay? So soldier's dead. Again, you should have stayed the soldier. You should have hit the sleep. You should be doing anything other than looking at the Doom right now because he's blocking anyway. So like looking at Pharah, looking at the Mercy, looking at your Pharah. You see, now you're just shooting your Orisa for no reason. Like you literally could have fired 6-7 darts at this point into anybody, right? Teammates or enemies, rather than into your Orisa, which didn't help, or just looking at the Doom. Punch is coming. So this is a pretty telegraphed punch. He's looking to your left. So you should strafe to the left and then strafe to the right to let him go by you. Because you jump, your jumps make it super easy for him to predict where you're going. Because he's pretty far away, right? This is not like that easy of a punch. So watch, look, and then you're going to jump, and then he goes as soon as your jump is landing, then he goes. Because there's no way you can stop your jump motion. Right? That's just like a really sloppy mistake that you need to stop doing in order to get into Masters for sure. You have to stop jumping so much. If I just popped, I probably would have peeked that to see if I get the sleep off, because again, tanks are dead. But oh, you don't even sleep. I think that's like okay. Without sleep, what are you gonna do here? Yeah, you try to peek, right? Just chill. Yeah, I think this is fine. Get bounced off. I think that's a reasonable sleep to go for. Like you are potentially in a life or death situation. Stop shooting your purple Orisa, right? Reload or shoot someone else. That's a bad miss. Just aim at your Orisa and you should be good there. That's a really bad miss, right? Or just aim at the ground to make sure that you don't miss this. You cannot miss those grenades. I would aim the soldier right now. That far soldier is all alone and does not have healing. That's who you should have been shooting right then. But your team's going to get it. You sleep the Doom. Yep. Nade. Just keep hammering him. Get the Mercy. It's fine. Great. Dead. So let's watch this. Right, you sleep the Doom. Don't walk forwards. Walking forwards is unnecessary. You do not want to leave this cover, especially with their pharmacy still active. Like you see, you're gonna jump forwards right now for no reason. Just check the nade, right? Just check the nade / shoot. You're fine. Like you don't need to walk forwards. That overextends you. You take a ton of damage, which means you also can't see the soldier because you're too close to him. All right, look at this. You don't see the soldier because you jumped forwards. There's so many of your problems that come back to jumping, and as a result, you're not able to save him. Like that should have been an easy save on the soldier. Just one dart saves his life. So you're down 3 people right now. You're probably almost assuredly gonna die. At this point, I'm just looking to trade out. Right? Stop pocketing your Orisa. Pocketing your Orisa is not gonna win a 5v2 or 4v2. You know, like she cannot kill the team. It's just impossible. You, however, can actually get kills. Right? 3-shotting the Mercy here, for example, would be a great play. Instead, you go for this crazy sleep that's never gonna work. You kill the Mercy because she's a fool, but like there's no reason for her to play like that. But yeah, we'll take it. And then your Reese is going to stagger herself. So lots and lots of staggers here. I don't know that I want to nano here unless I confirm. I don't think I would nano here because this is actually a 5 on 2, 5 on 3 situation. I don't need nano. Like I don't want to pop anything here. Right? The Doom's already nearly dead. We have high ground. I know he pops Visor, but I don't nano him here. I would confirm and be like, hey, look, does he actually need nano? I don't think he needs nano. Oh man. Okay, so you lose track of the side of your screen, you see the fair coming out, you eat that shot, and then you walk backwards in a straight line away from the choke instead of strafing to the right, which would have been my instinct, and you eat the second direct. So I would say just kind of like poor movement against rockets is a real problem. You lose LOS of your Orisa, I mean your whole team is just staggered right now. I mean you dying is really problematic. You get forward spawn here? No, you don't get forward. What are you doing going this way? Oh, this is suicide. What the heck is this? You just... Oh, man. This is really bad. I don't know if you thought that this connected with the rest of the map. Like, it sort of does if you go all the way out here. And then you could have gone, like, up this way. But, like, why? Just walk back up main or die. Either one would have been better than what you just did. So, staggering is a massive problem for you. Really, really, really big problem. Right? Just not being alive for when like fights happen is gonna prevent you from being able to win. Forget about your fair right now. Like your Mercy should go over there. Until right now, I just don't like straight. Let me back up. So I don't look at the fair right now because she's full health. Okay, she's full health. She's far away from the team. I can't do anything right now anyway. The Doom is not gonna kill her out of the air right now. So looking at the rest of the fight and seeing what I can do. So for example, killing this Mercy would have been far better value than shooting my Pharaoh. You moved away from cover. You're forced to nade yourself again. Just tap this and come back out. Now you're one-shottable. If anyone notices that you're there. So you should kill the... Again, that's a terrible sleep dart. You need to kill the Mercy. Like, the Mercy is just there for the taking. Your scope aim is pretty good. Like, you can definitely shoot this Mercy right now. You can still shoot this Mercy at any time. You're just tunnel visioning on your tank. You can still kill the Mercy. Yeah, finally. Alright, we got this. The problem is, I think this is going to be last push. Yeah, I mean, like, you're at such a massive... It's only 25 meters right now. You're going to be able to push all the way to here, and then you got to get it all the way over to, like, here to win. Yeah, you have to win, like, 3 team fights in a minimum in a row. 3 or 4. This is super hard. Oh man, I just take the risk there that she doesn't die. I mean, also you can see that your missed darts would cause her to get lower, but she is not gonna. She's not in one shot range. As soon as the Doom punches, right? So grenade has gone off, punch has gone off. There's no more burst damage left. Like the Orisa almost assuredly will not die right now. So being able to read how the fight will play out is also something that I'm not seeing from you, right? Like I don't think you actually track how much damage the opposing team has. You just see Orisa low, final push, I have to nano, which is great as a general rule to get up to this point, but to get higher, you need to ultra optimize your decisions. Because I do not think you need a nano here, right? Like your Orisa didn't even get particularly close to dying after that. So I think that not having nano here is a big mistake. You just have to be greedier. So this is another situation where you should be getting to the left, right? Swinging wide of the corner to make sure that you have LOS of them. Standing here is awkward because they're on the other side of the cover, so you need to get wide to the left sooner. Yeah, now you're forced to nade to keep your Cassidy alive, but works out okay. Nano's popped. Nanoing Cassidy here would be huge if they could target him. Yep, they're forcing... Oh, again, LOSing your team. Like you take these decisions where you're like, why go to the right? Just go to the left. Like you just have to think logically where your team's gonna be playing. Your Cassidy's not gonna stand here, right? He's gonna stand here, or he's gonna stand here or here. So going wide to the left is much better than going to the right. You're just constantly LOSing your team. Also, you reload right now with 5 ammo, even though your Cassidy's still under attack. This is a critical moment where you really need to hit another dart. Alright, Cassidy's a good job staying alive. I would shoot the Doom, right? You don't even need to look at the Mercy. Just kill the Doom right now. So, still potentially doable. Your team should be moving up right now. It is a mistake. Your Orisa needs to move up. So, you're playing too close. Like, no one needs you to sit here, right? Play here. Little differences of 2 meters makes a difference. Like, why are you playing on top of the Cassidy? You see the sticky comes in, takes a ton of damage, which forces nade out. Like, there are way too many defensive nades that you throw unacceptably. I would say that 90% plus of your nades should hit the enemy team. If they also hit your team, that's fine. But they definitely should not hit only you or only your team. And it comes because you're out of position, right? Should be 100% dart accuracy on your Orisa here, right? So you're slow here to deal with the Winston, right? You could have slept him out of the air. That was a pretty easy sleep. You go way back. Again, nade would be super helpful right now. You should not have wasted this dart on the bubble. Like, the thing is, again, getting from Diamond to Master, you have to be so efficient with your actions. And that efficiency is not coming out. Not in terms of your volume of actions is fine. Like, you're doing basically doing actions as fast as you can, but the efficiency, like, does this one thing I do help win the fight? That's not what's happening. So this one dart is a waste because you simply could have even just strafed to the left, maintained LOS on your Cassidy and been ready to heal him right now, and then chucked a nade in, if you had nade, right, which you do, into the Bastion slash whatever the backline, whoever's next to that. Again, playing here, no good. Swing to the left right now, because the bubble's going to block your LOS. At this point, like, if they have, like, high noon or something, which you know they wouldn't, but, like, hypothetically, they high noon, like, it is what it is, right? You have to maintain, like, this is a final fight. You have to maintain maximum healing slash damage to win this fight. So, Cassie's going to die here. Could you have saved him, right, if you roll it over here? Yeah, for sure. I think you can save them. Yeah, your Orisa's basically full health. You could have saved them. So you could have saved the Cassidy there. Right? So your nades come out late. Mercy's dueling you, and that's it. Okay. So, summary. Number 1, don't stagger yourself. If the fight's over, just die, right? And especially take smart paths to retreat. Like when you were retreating for this fight and you went this way instead of this way, that was a huge mistake and cut a ton of time off the clock, right? You probably could have gotten one more team fight in this game if you had not staggered yourself, which is massive. So number 1, do not stagger yourself. Number 2, stop jumping. Jumping continually makes it easy for the enemy to hit you and put you out of position to react to what is going to happen, right? Like if you're jumping backwards because your soldier's walking backwards and he walks forwards, you can't walk forwards until you land, which is a big problem. So number 2, stop jumping, right? Your jumping is really, really bad. It's a super bad habit. Number 3, keeping people alive, right? And specifically maintaining LOS to your team. You break LOS for no good reason over and over again. I think part of that's also being able to predict where they're going and what they're going to do is something that you struggle with. And number 4, I would say being greedier with abilities in general, right? That applies to nano, that applies to sleep, that applies to grenade. Don't chuck them whenever there is an opportunity. Wait for a good or great opportunity to use them, because that's not what I'm feeling here, right? You're kind of autopiloting a lot of the abilities versus thinking like, will this actually turn the fight? And that's a problem. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Hopefully it's helpful.